Story 1. I cheated and he took me back. Hello, everyone. A few months ago I cheated on my partner once, strictly no emotional connection at all. Right after it happened I told him what I did and he offered to try again. Then we broke up and spent some time apart. Now he wants to try again. I told him yes, so now we are dating. I just feel guilty about it all though. I don't feel good. I did the worst thing you can do and I just want to make it better. I have made some changes so I can be better for him. But I don't know what to do. I feel I do not deserve forgiveness, or a second chance. And I feel the more I talk about it the more it will push him away. I don't know what to do anymore. My wife is the wayward spouse in my story. Here's what I would say to her if she expressed the emotion you just did. You're right. You did do something horrible. You don't deserve my forgiveness or a future relationship with me. However, I want to give you a chance to earn that. You don't have to cook, clean, or grovel. Those wouldn't help me respect or cherish you. Instead, your path to redemption looks like this. Figure out why you cheated, and work on yourself so that you won't do it again. Build and maintain safeguards so that cheating in the future will be difficult or impossible. Show me with your actions and your choices that you want to be with me, that I'm not just your fallback. If you can do those things, in my mind, you will be someone who is worthy of respect and admiration. I was gonna leave some advice and then I noticed our comment logs are all jacked up. You had a ton of posts and comments you deleted, so we can't even see the whole story. By the way, you claim trying to contact AP after your ONS post was just so you could make sure you're STI free. That would make sense if you didn't forget to delete a comment on a post you deleted. I asked him if he wanted to hang a few days later and he blocked me. So was the hanging out to talk about STIs? Man, face bombing. I would appreciate any advice you would give me, but yes, it is true, I did want to talk to him about it. And I ended up doing it, but not in person. It was through text. That was a few weeks after everything. I showed my partner everything. And gave him my phone and passwords, which he still has. I blocked this guy and never talked to him since. This was the first time I have ever done anything like this and I was so nervous about it. The only reason I wanted to see him was because he blocked me. But he unblocked me, which I told him. I'd probably delete that post about your ONS honestly if I was your boyfriend reading that. I do not think I could look at you the same way. Your road probably going to be long rebuilding his trust and you will need to be prepared to things that will trigger him. Be the best you can be, and if you have any issues communicate them to him right away. Good luck. Last reply, I was kinda rude, little bit triggered, sorry. As for advice, I don't really have much from my perspective. BP, X's stuff was on the curb and her parents were notified before she finished crying. I'm not like her boyfriend. Lots of us don't give the cheaters a chance, because in the end, we don't owe them reconciliation or anything more after that. If it's too much in the end, we are allowed to say we can't forgive. The heavy lifting and rebuilding is on you from here on out. Contacting AP, or trying to pair off a second time after you came clean is already strike one. Please contact a wayward mod, or read the links to articles from Wayward Perspective with how you can begin to improve your journey. Your BF deserves proper love, not betrayal. From here on out to see how special he is for even giving you a chance. Apologize. Write it all in a paper. Acknowledge the damage, all the damage, emotional, monetary if any, in terms of his work and performance, about his other relationships that could have suffered damage, even about his reputation, without trying to justify it, and accept your guilt. Then apologize, with all your heart. He can tell you it's all already forgiven and forgotten, but believe me, you both will feel better after that. Now you have over the table all you have to work on to truly make amends and the damage control. You may not deserve this second chance. I didn't deserve one when my boyfriend proposed to try again. But when you're fully aware of this, you can start working into becoming a person who deserves this. Their love and forgiveness becomes the reason to make any effort it takes to be better, to work constantly on it. Learn to forgive yourself as well, and give yourself the chance to be the person you want to be for him. Honor the faith and love he has in you every day, and let you redeem your past. Be thankful to your partner that he gave you another chance and forgave you for what you did. Do everything in your might not to cheat again for the sake of him, For the sake of his sanity. And please take care of his heart. To be honest, I pity him and I really feel sorry for him for getting back to you. It appears he loves you so much, but from my perspective your partner lacks self-respect and self-worth. If I were him, I would cut you off and move on. However, I agree with the last commenter that says let the present redeem your past. What he did shows his immense love for you, so use that knowledge to do better and be faithful to him. Story 2. My story. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I, 25 male, just made an account to join you all. I'd like to tell my story. My girlfriend, 24 female, and I got together in April of 2017. She's come to be my best friend, the person I tell everything to, and the woman I want to marry. I can't imagine my life without her, and I think she's the most beautiful woman on the planet. I absolutely love her, am in love with her, and planned, before I found out about her cheating, on asking her to marry me next year. Almost a week ago, she confessed, on her own accord, to being a serial cheater. She cheated 10 times between July 2017 and January 2020 with 4 different men, including a guy in one of her classes, a guy she met at a party, and 2 guys that lived on her apartment floor. The way she describes it, she let go of herself each time she cheated. She once described it as self-destruction. She's never had a good relationship with, says after being sexually mistreated in high school, has self-esteem issues, and always felt like she needed to give men, says, to receive some attention. I've loved her hard, and her indiscretions were based on self-sabotage and the idea that there was no way I really wanted to spend my life with her, which, she recognizes now, was not true. She's shown me that she's extremely sorry for what happened. She constantly thinks about it to the point of depression and not eating. She constantly reassures me that I'm the only one she wants, and she doesn't care how long it takes for me to come around to wanting to marry her again. On the flip side, I'm extremely hurt, feeling inadequate, and dealing with trust issues. I replay images of her indiscretions in my head over and over again, the taking one's clothes, the satisfaction she must have felt, the initial attraction and contact. I'm still in a state of shock and feeling manipulated. I'm going to try and make this work with her. I don't know if we'll make it, but I'm optimistic. She has a lot of work to do, and we'll be going to therapy soon about it. Thanks for reading. I am glad to be here. Are you sure you are doing positive things towards reconciliation? Because you have already made a first big mistake. It's just been a week since D-Day and a week since you learned you were one of 5 men that got the privilege to be called her boyfriend, whereas as other people were to only limited to bedroom buddies, and you have already decided you love her and started reconciliation. I'm not against reconciliation. I myself am trying to work things out with my wayward wife. However, I took 2 months before I decided if I want to reconcile or divorce. I took a 2-month separation with limited contact, which helped to use my family's support and grieve. Without my wayward spouse, as my anger right after D-Day would have caused many problems. You need to take your time before you decide anything. Especially in a case like this. Take a month break and think things through by yourself and see what changes she will make, and then decide on anything. Good luck. Wise words. My father figure growing up always told me to sleep on it before making important decisions. Something like this should take several sleeps, at least. It sounds like she has major issues and already failed the wife audition. Would you really ignore those massive red flags and still marry her? I'm sure you'll say yes, but you're probably still experiencing the halo effect in your relationship. She needs intensive counseling and probably medication. Has she taken any real steps towards either? It's also worth mentioning D-Day was a week ago and OP has started reconciliation, without any time to process what the duck just happened. I was lost in pain and grief during my first week. Not in my right mind or thinking clearly at all. The first week, not even the first month, is enough time to fully process the betrayal and loss. I hope that kid makes the right choice, but I doubt he will. Love makes fools of us all. Exactly, the emotion in the weeks after D-Day are just unbearable. It's like a complete diversion from our life, I mean the life we had and imagined. So it's advisable to always take time before deciding anything. I don't understand why you are being downvoted, You had raised valid points. I'm constantly being downvoted in this group. I think it may be one person who doesn't like my opinions. I'd rather they blocked me instead. I agree with the first commenter saying you have to take a month break, and think things through by yourself and see what changes she will make and then decide on anything. Have her evaluated to see if she is suffering from bipolar disorder and hire a therapist so she can have her self-worth back. I really feel sorry for what had happened for her. I hope she will eventually heal and recover from that. However, I do not condone cheating as an excuse. I hope she will do better and get her life back together. Wish you two all the best in life. Worldwide comments of the day. Dude finally realized that relationships ain't worth the hassle. Smiley face. It's a tough lesson. But like Bear Grylls says, improvise, adapt, overcome. In the second story, I really liked the comment that talks about the possibility of what the OP may have and the links to help it. Smiley face. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.